Good evening, everyone. Ads here from Unity Trading Group. Welcome to another update for BTC. Of course, if you like what we do here at UTG, follow the links down below. You can find our website. You can find our YouTube channel as well. Two big buttons below the description on Tradingview here, and you'll be able to find where we continue the conversation past obviously Tradingview and wherever else that we do post our videos. But really short one this evening. We did speak late last week in regards to BTC, and of course, not much has happened since then. So we've been around this area since the 12th of May. Now is the 24th. So we're looking at 12-day run uh, around 29,000, 28,000, in which we did drop pretty sharply from the previous level of supply here, where we did hold for a number of days, and then of course we cascaded down to around the 20,000, mid 20s, 24, 25,000 mark before resting around 29, 30. So the reason why I'm making this video is to just keep you guys updated and continue the conversation based on BTC. It has been a little bit 6 days since we did our last video, and we've been in this cycle for 12 days now, so you could probably assume that my thoughts would be in line with what I said last week, and you'd be correct on that, in which I'm looking at an indecision area around this 23.6 fib level from the cascade from the top. You're looking at around 48,000, swing high to low down to about 25. So using Fibonacci retracement from left to right, and then we're looking at a 23.6 or 30,000 level of resistance there. And you know what? It's not a coincidence that we're seeing that occur, because if you draw in a seemingly level of resistance to the left hand side, or even a point of interest, should I say, we are trending around where we did push off last time around the 20th of July last year. And of course, previous to that, we did have a resistance level around 21st of Jan in 2021 before we moved to the upside for that first run since 20k ish, where we were roughly there. But in the sense of what can we expect to happen, excuse me, over the next little bit or next couple of days, weeks, where are we at? If I had to give my personal opinion about what's happening, if we were to see more downside, I think we would have seen it by now. In which we did have, a sharp buy up from around 25k. You can see the long wicks that's on a daily time frame, so it is a significant difference between the wick and the body of the candle. You're looking at a 13% wick, encapsulating about $3,400. So there is a sharp buy up from around that area. We were quite over sold in that instance. Of course, down the bottom here on our steamroller indicator, and of course, if you want to know more about steamroller and how it picks these oversold and overbought conditions, and how we relay that on our charts, you can find out down below in the link. But in terms of where we're looking for at the moment, I do think that if we were to see more downside, we would have seen it by now. I can be wrong, of course. Happy to be if we are, because there is a decent level of demand down the bottom here at 24, which is consistent with this area here to the left hand side. It is untested, so it is a decent area in which we can test again. But if we were to give an indication on where I think we are to go, I think we've had a bit of a struggle around 23.6. So if we do head to the downside, I wouldn't be surprised. But seemingly looking like we could test around the 38.2, in which that would be the more logical step, in my opinion, because we do tend to make a path around this sort of region, whether we continue down or we continue to the upside. That will remain to be seen around that 32.8. But 32.8 in general for a retracement or a pullback, if we were to look at the flip side, it is the most common area. So that is a very notable level for me. And of course, if we do extend that to the left hand side, 38.2 just immediately to the left. You can see there's a very sharp or very high amount of volume or traded volume around the 38.2. You can see how much data we have to the left-hand side to validate that existence. And of course, we've got the support to the left-hand side immediately as well. So not a bad area to look towards. If I'm to say so myself, of course, our indicators, the RSI, and of course the steamroller indicator that we all know and trust is very oversold. However, look, irrational movements to the downside can, facilitate more fear, and we can see 24 again. Not saying that we can't, but if I were to give an indication on where I'm looking personally, I'd say the 38.2 is probably more notable. It is a cool off area for a movement of this, category, I guess, to the downside. So wouldn't be, discounting that at all. Of course, I want to know what you guys think. This is an open discussion. We are open for commentary on this. So, give us a like if you agree. Of course, if you don't, leave us a comment down below. Have a look at the website and consider joining the conversation with us. But I'm Ads from UTG. Thank you all for joining me this evening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.